Hey, what's up, everyone? I hope you guys are doing great today, and welcome back to Dad's Budget Bites, that kitchen where budget meets flavor. They come together so good. At the end of our last video, we spun the cooking wheel here, and we got dinner. So what we're going to be cooking up today is meatloaf. Meatloaf's one of those things I like to play around with. It's very versatile. I make probably 4 or 5 different variations. So today we're going to do one of my favorites. And without further ado, let's get into it and let's cook. Hey everyone, here's the ingredients that we're going to be using today to cook up this delicious meatloaf with. So first off, obviously we have ground beef. So I have about 2.5 pounds of ground beef here, some breadcrumbs, some sweet onion I pre-diced, some orange bell pepper I pre-diced. We have a few eggs. We might use 2, we might use all 3, salt and pepper in the back, secret ingredient brown sugar, and then we're doing a simple glaze also. So the first thing you want to do is break out your favorite frying pan, put a little bit of oil or butter in there. I'm using olive oil. I had the pan preheating on a medium heat now for about 4 or 5 minutes, so it should be pretty hot. And the first thing we're going to do is pre-cook these peppers and onions. You just want to give them a quick cook. You don't want to cook them fully through, but I like to pre-cook them. And yeah, that pan is definitely hot. So basically what I'm looking to do is soften up the pepper a little bit, and then also, kind of brown the onions a little bit as well. Kind of releases a little bit of extra flavor, and, blends in better with the meatloaf. So about 2.5 to 3 minutes probably on a medium heat is all you need. Again, you're not looking to fully cook these. Just a quick fry. So when these are done, we can move on to the next step. Okay, everyone, so now it's time for the fun part. You're going to get messy, rings off, bracelet off. Now we want to combine all our ingredients together to make this meatloaf. I have the baking sheet ready to go. I have some parchment paper on there. I like using parchment paper because it makes the cleanup a little bit easier. Some of that grease is going to soak through, but it will catch a lot of it. So now, in goes the ground beef. Our onions and peppers. They have a little bit, the onions have a nice color to them now. So those are partially cooked. Those are good to go. Hands are clean. All right. As far as the breadcrumbs go, I have a cup of breadcrumbs here. I'm going to start out with most of it. The thing about meatloaf is, it's not an exact science. So I have probably about 3/4 of it in there. Same with the brown sugar. I'm going to add most of it. That was about a tablespoon and a half to 2 tablespoons. So we have probably about 75% of that in there. All right, I'm just going to give this a quick little mix, and then we can get the egg in. All right. Oh, yeah. Kid in the sandbox moment here. All right, I'm going to give my hands a quick wash. I'll be back to you in a minute, and we could do the eggs. Almost forgot the salt and pepper. This is a good time to add that. Salt and pepper to taste, no exact amount. So a little bit of salt, probably a 1/4 teaspoon of that. A little bit of pepper. All right, so that's good. Now for the eggs. So as a general rule of thumb, you do, You do 1 egg per every 1 pound of ground beef. I have 2.5 pounds, so you can't really use a half egg. The way I see it is it's getting extra moisture from the peppers and onions, so we'll probably be good with just 2. Give this a little mix. All right. If you make a little bit of a mess, don't sweat it. All right, I just washed my hands again. We definitely need some more breadcrumbs. So I think I'm just going to throw all of those in there. And a little bit more brown sugar, because again, we have 2.5 pounds of ground beef. So mix, mix, mix. Oh, I also had the oven warming up on 350. I use convection, so this is probably going to need about an hour 15, maybe an hour 20. All right. So I'll mix this for another minute or two. Make sure everything's combined. And then we can get it on the baking tray, form it, and get it in the oven. All right, all. So the mixture's mixed. I have it plopped on our baking sheet. Now we just have to form it in something that resembles a meatloaf. It's already partially there. The oven's still warming up. It's almost to temperature. So now to get this guy looking more like a meatloaf. I like to kind of smooth out any cracks or crevices to a degree without getting too crazy about it. All right, the breadcrumbs and the eggs help hold everything together. All right, so my friends, that is that. It looks like a meatloaf. So once this oven comes up to temperature, I'll get this in. And again, it needs about an hour 15, an hour 20. I'm using convection. It knocks off a little bit of time. If you use non-convection, you're looking at more like an hour and a half with the size meatloaf. So it's been an hour, the meatloaf's out. Now it's time to get this glaze on. So the way I do it, or this particular glaze anyway, it's 1 part ketchup to 2 parts barbecue sauce. So we just want to kind of slather that on. Alright, so we get that on there, brush it on. Oh, look at that. Alright, got a little bit more in there. Try to get it all. Looking good. So I think this is going to be good in about 15 minutes. We'll pop it back in once it's done. I'll let it cool off for a little bit and then we could taste it and see how we did. Hey everyone, what's up? Now we're at the end of the video where we get to taste what we made. It looks like this meatloaf came out great to me. So I'll give you guys a close-up first. So yeah, it looks good. Now we could try it out, see how we did. And earlier in the video I said I do 4 or 5 different variations, I believe. It's probably even more than that. So I'll probably do a future meatloaf video at some point. So be sure to tune in for that if you like this one. Alright, so I prefer the middle piece. So that's what we got. Nope. All right, in it goes. All right, very good, spot on. The sweet and savory works well together. So you got the savory from the ground beef and the Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, and then you got the sweet, of course, from the brown sugar that we added. They work really good together. And then the barbecue sauce is kind of like an equal mix of both. So a lot of flavors going on. It all works well together. If you haven't tried your meatloaf this way before, I strongly suggest you try it out. Let me know what you think. Give me your feedback. But yeah, this came out great. And if you do like this, again, we'll probably try another one at some point. So yeah, that's good for this. And now it's time to roll the wheels, see what we land on for next time, and that's going to set up our next video. So we landed on dinner last time. That's what prompted us to make the meatloaf. Now we'll give it a good spin, see what we get for next time. All right, round and around. What do we got? Easier for you to see than me. Lunch. All right, so that's on lunch. We're going to be making something for lunch next time. Be sure to tune in for that. You know, I do have an idea or two in mind. So yeah, please tune in for that. If you like this video, if you got anything out of it, please hit that like button. I do appreciate it. Drop me a comment. Share it with your friends and family. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And I appreciate you all. So until next time, ladies, fellas, everyone, I'll see you next time. Bye.